talking about subject variability, and like let's say if we're talking about grading, for instance, and if it's affecting reliability, would not also the observer, I guess it wouldn't be subject object, not really like that, but would that have any role in the amount of reliability?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
Well, perhaps I can predicate that question with a short anecdote.
Okay.
Well, in West Philadelphia, where I was born and raised, and on the playgrounds, that's where I Philadelphia. Just chilling out, maxing, relaxing.
Okay.
Shooting some b-ball outside of school. There were a couple of guys, and they were just
up to no good.
And they started making trouble. This is my story. And they started making trouble in my neighborhood. So I got in one little fight. My mom got scared, and she said, "Son, you're moving with your auntie and your uncle in Bowen. You know, it's mom. What are you gonna do? Mom says you this. You know." So I whistled for a cab, and when he came near, the license plate said fresh, and there were nice mirror, which is odd because if you've ever been in a cab, fresh is not something. But you know, anything I could say, this cab was rare, and I thought, you know, forget it. You know, home's to Bel Air. So I pulled up to this house around 7 or 8. 7 or 8, I guess, Pacific. And I yelled at the cabbie, "Yo, Holmes, smell you later." And I looked at my kingdom. I was finally there. Sit on my throne.
Well, I think the answer to your question, I mean, if we compare people who live in Philadelphia to people who live in LA, there are very different kind of attitudes that go into a lot of tests. We might have a test that relates to exercise, attitudes towards exercise. The attitudes towards exercise of people who live in LA, where we know that it is a very health-conscious, exercise-conscious town, is going to be very different than people who live in Philadelphia, where it's less of an exercise-conscious town. Yes.
Is this serious?
It's going to be on the test. It's on the test.
This will be on the test.
That just happened.
Extra credit.